Welcome guys. I already draw everything on the charts. Just a quick overlook what we are expecting from the market. It's like a divergence was there and the momentum went up, but we are heading to an overbought zone. What I would expect is go a bit higher and then come back to this point or this point to the market. And then I would like to see a reversal up. So everything is above the zero line. What I would like to see is a bounce back on the zero line and a continuation move. That is what I would like to see. Okay. Even on weekly, there is just the momentum started. So I would like to say a small correction and let's see a further movement. Then the Audi NCD, we don't see much from the Audi NCD. We are just bouncing up and down, not happening much in this area right now. I will stay away from Audi NCD. Both currencies are weak at this point, so that's what I'm looking for. I'm avoiding this currency pair. Then the Euro Swiss franc, actually, there was a convergence right there. So I already marked two target zones. One is on 38, the second one is on 61. On weekly, there is a structural divergence in REMA and convergence in the destroyer with a big difference in the volume level where they are. So that's what I'm counting on, and this is also beautiful engulfing pattern right there. So I'm expecting a CHF weakness for next week. Then the Euro GBP played out nicely. I drawed this divergence right there. We are under zero line, so I would like to see let's continue the move, and this is the target zone, but if it goes down there will be a reverse divergence forming as well, and there will be also a divergence on the REMA if you're reaching this point of the market. So that's what I'm looking for. All right. Then we have the DXY. I have already two marks there on 38 and 61. What we see right now is breaking the zero line. What I would expect from the market is kind of like a bouncing back around the zero line and then a continuation move to the upside because of the weekly momentum, which is bullish at the moment, and we are about to cross the zero line as well, so we can see a lot bigger movements in the market, and that's what I'm waiting for actually. So, and that's what I want to see as well from the DXY. So it may be a small correction to the zero line and then a following moving move up. Then the CXY, almost the same. I would like to expect a correction of the market right back on the 38. But the rest of the momentum stays bearish, so I would continue to look for the down movement on this point. That's what I'm looking for. The AXY, almost the same as the DXY. I would like to see a bounce on the zero line. There is a possibility divergence forming, let's say the price bouncing back, but I also draw here a channel which we have to break first to make further movement down, and we have to break this first, and after that most likely it breaks, comes a retest on the trend line, and then we can see a bigger fall down. Okay. Then the EXY. The EXY playing out differently. There was a target zone right there, which is forming a divergence, which is not formed yet, but there are some structural divergences already in making, and there is also structural divergence in the VVV, but we are under the zero line. So what I would expect is coming back to the 38 or the 61 as well, making some place for himself. That's what I'm looking for. And the BXY, we have a sideways move. I would like to say, let's break the box first, and then we can see another movement. And in this case, I would say let's go down. Here is also kind of like a channel movement right there, which is not broken yet. That's what I want to see first of all, kind of like this. We need to break this out before we can go down properly, but this momentum was a long one, so we need to see that first to break, and after that we can say where the price is going in an ideal position. It will go one more up, and then we can see a down movement from this point. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. The SXY also in a channel move is kind of similar. We have to break those levels, and then the target zones are there. The REMA is about to cross, there is divergence, but we are above the zero line, which is a main point, but still waiting for that to break. Before that, we can't expect anything from the market. Okay, that's also what I'm looking for. Then we have the AXY. The AXY reached the target zone, which was marked weeks ago, and there we are. What I would like to see further is kind of like a retest or something, going back also to the zero line, making some place to himself before it goes more down. Okay, so I would like to expect a retest or something from the market, and after that we can see a beautiful movement. The DXY almost the same, that is on a low spot. There is something needed like correction, and then we can see a further move down, similar like we saw breaking above the zero line, bouncing back and bouncing off. Breaks down the zero line, bouncing back and bouncing off. Same pattern. Then on the XAU USD, I only draw out here the possibilities for divergences, but there is a huge gap between the REMA, so the price isn't bullish yet. So what I'm looking for is exactly a breakdown, actually, but here could be also a possible retest on the zero line and then a move down. But as you see on weekly, we stay in the bearish momentum, and there is, like I said, there is a huge gap between the two, and that's what I want to see exactly. Okay, and a quick look on the crypto, like the XRP made a beautiful down move, but as you see on daily, I draw out here a structural divergence, which is not formed yet, but it's forming definitely. So that is what I'm looking for. This is an interesting concept, okay? But it didn't change the fact that on monthly basis, there is still a huge divergence and a low volume, which ends in 11 days. So I would like to expect also an bullish momentum from the XRP. But from the other side, we have the BTC, which is very interesting because I drew here months ago this possibly divergence, which is now turning out. There is a divergence forming right there, and we are under the zero line. So there are two target zones. The one is on 16,000, the second one is on 10,000 actually. And if the price reaches that point, I would like to buy in the BTC. So that's what I'm looking for. On a weekly basis, there is a clear bearish momentum formed. So this is definitely something started, which is unusual that we see the BTC and the XRP moving differently. So we have a whole another picture from the two currencies. But if you see what's happened on daily, the BTC was pulled down and the XRP was also pulled down, and that's just an interesting point of the market. Because I would like more to see a sell concept on the BTC, and I would like to see more buy concept on the XRP. So that's something interesting, in my opinion. Yeah, that is what I want to see. Okay, this is it for today. Just a quick look out on the news Monday. Nothing usual. The PPY can bring some liquidity in the market, but that's it. Tuesday don't like there is much liquidity, but you never know. Then Wednesday, this could be some liquidity in the market, but I'm looking for the S&P and 16-hour news also. And Thursday, looking for the jobless claims, and Friday, the Fed and the Michigan and the IFO business. That's the most interesting news for the next week. Thanks for your attention, guys. I see you next week. Have a great uh, rest. Just keep it up and see you next week. Bye bye.